doing for all the meals today is I'm taking an onion. I've already cut it into a lot of different slices. You know you got to cut right because the center of it just pops right out. And that's kind of what you want. The reason being is for when I put all the other seasonings in it, it's all going to go right into the center, and then as it heats up on the grill, it's going to melt out and get all over everything. Now that you have the onion cut up, here's what you're going to do. First, well, for me, I'm using this more and more now whenever I cook. Great knife. I'm not a sponsor for them or anything, but Silver Stag, they make a great knife, and this is one of the line they have for Robert Arrington on Deer Meat for Dinner. This is the Woods and Water knife, and Liz, who is now filming, got it for me for Christmas, and I absolutely love this knife. So, what you're going to do is you pick a nice sized onion, you cut it up, and the center kind of comes out or gets pushed down as you're cutting. That's a good sign. You take the center out, toss it, you don't need it. So what you need now is basil leaf, pink salt, doesn't matter as long as it's sea salt and it's very coarse. You want that. Garlic salt, little Everglades rub for extra spice, and you're going to need about 3 tablespoons of butter. So cut it, 3 tablespoons. Basil leaf. And what I'm going to do is try and open it up a little bit. Put the garlic salt on there. Some of the Everglades rub. Now what this is also going to do is this is going to add color to it. Some of this sea salt that is, you know, fine to medium. A lot of times I like a lot coarser, but that's just me. Alright, now that everything's kind of on there, you're going to bruise up the basil leaf, stick it right in the center, and you're going to lift up and make like a little pocket aluminum foil bowl, whatever you want to call it. There you go. Now, I'm going to put a little more garlic salt around at the bottom. And just for good measure, a little more of the rub down at the bottom. Then, take your butter. Now really, this is just my choice in seasonings. You can season this however you want. It always comes out good. You can never go wrong with a fried onion for anything. Take a piece of butter and just lay it right on top. You want the top to be open so that way all the moisture that's in this onion and all the steam and all that's going to be produced is going to come right out top. It's going to heat up and get cooked on the bottom up. The butter's going to work its way down, flavoring everything, and it's going to cook inside of that butter bath. Next step, now we're at Old Faithful. I had both burners running earlier just to try and cook off everything in there. This grill's seen better days, but it still works, and it works amazing at what we need it for. So, take your onion, top rack. The reason being, top rack away from heat. Now I only have one burner running. Top rack away from heat so that way it travels through. We're also going to be smoking again in here. Smoking chips are going to be going in here. So another benefit is as the smoke's trying to come up and come out, it's going to roll over this and add another dimension of flavor. Doesn't look as beautiful as I would like it to be, but we kind of ran out of bacon. So, got all that stuffed in there together. It's got the quail breast in there, which has got the Everglades fish and chicken. Then it was all the beef was covered with the Everglades cactus dust. Now that the bacon's on it, I'm going to use the Everglades rub and just put that right over top. I'm only going to do it on the top side because this bacon is going to end up putting a lot of grease out. It's going to cook it all down and get all over everything on its way down. Grill should almost be at temperature, so then what I'm going to do next is I'm going to put these 2 bags here, which are just foil pouches I made. You just fold it in half and then half again. Fold over the edges, stuff your smoking chips in there, puncture 1 small hole, put them right on top of the coals. They start puffing smoke, they're ready for the meat to go on. So next step, these go on the grill. So 2 bags are in there. Wanted to check on the onion. You guys come in real quick. You see, it's already starting to soften up. And right at the bottom, you can see all the butter and all the juice. As this grill gets warmer, it's going to actually end up, the onion's going to wick all of that up through it. So it's going to make a real nice tender onion. Lots and lots of flavor. So we had some leftover of that beef tenderloin, just for kicks. Covered it with the cactus dust, set it on the grill. Here's what we got. There was a lot more, but we've been picking. So what we did was we took that spicy sauce we made, a little dipping sauce, with mayo, ranch dressing mix, and horseradish sauce. It is delicious together. These are already salty, savory, sweet, smoky, and buttery too. But then this, it takes it that much higher. I'm sorry, babe, I don't think you're getting any more.
Alright, so I got everything cut up. We're going to show you for 1 pound of the ground beef. That's grass-fed ground beef. So if I can get it open. There we go. Alright, so we got 1 pound of grass-fed ground beef. A quarter of an onion. Get all the good stuff out.
Now, why did you choose red onion?
Because I don't know anything about cooking, and it was the one I grabbed.
Okay.
It just, the recipe just says a quarter of an onion. It doesn't say red or white or anything specific, so I had to get red onion for the other stuff we were doing, so I just used red onion. Half a cup of pumpkin puree. And then I forgot to mention this earlier, but I'm also using pumpkin spice. It's a 1 teaspoon for every pound. And then the honey is for drizzling on top of it later, so we're not going to use that yet. And then salt to taste. So probably should be, you could use sea salt too. I like pink salt and just a little bit. And that's it. Then we're going to get all gooey and make some burgers.
And how goes the sliders?
It's all good and fun. I didn't put any egg in this because the recipe didn't call for it. I've never used egg when I've made hamburgers. I can't cook that great, but hamburgers I can make. And steak. Oh, I can make a steak. But I've never used egg, and I've never had a problem with them falling apart or anything like that. So we got so far. It's kind of has like a wet texture to it. But I know sometimes it can be dry, but this isn't. So, and it's also a paleo recipe that I found from Abel James. So, here we go.
Well, the onion is all done. The way you can tell is it actually kind of just falls apart like mush when it's done and cooked, and tastes delicious. We also are shredding up some of the pheasant, and in the bottom there is quail.
And we're going to be making dog treats later too.
Yes, sister is going to be making dog treats. There's some of the shredded up quail, waiting for the pheasant to cool down just a touch so we can finish shredding. And we're going to make, instead of a buffalo chicken dip, we're making a buffalo pheasant quail dip. So now we got Sister's burgers on the grill, cooking. And here's that insane creation, well, Liz and I came up with. I'm just letting that cook along, nice, slow, and steady. So let's give it a try at one of the burgers, see how it looks. Not too bad. So what are you making, babe?
Pheasant quail salad.
What did we decide we were going to call that?
Pheasant?
Pheasant salad. And you're doing the other one with?
Cream cheese, buffalo sauce, chives. Do we have chives?
Yes.
Chives and cheese.
Alright. You guys see it again? It'll be done. For the next step on what we're going to do, it involves this loaf of bread. Hey, babe?
Yeah.
You want to show me what we did? What we got planned? Oh, look, it's that buffalo Pheasant dip. So, we'll put the lid on it, heat it up. When it's ready to serve, take the lid off and let people go nuts. Alright, so let this have time for the meat to rest. Doing that allows it to get a lot better taste and flavor, brings it all alive. So, the first cut, see how it looks. That looks tasty. It's not as done as some would like it, but it looks delicious to me. And here's some of the quail breast. So I'm going to cut this up into better slices. Now everybody can take a piece, put it on their plate, go with all the other things we got. See how it goes. Creative on her own musically.
Oh, dancing.
You're a dish.
Conclusion of Sunday Fun Day. We got the tenderloin stuffed with quail. We have the
I did bit one. It's like
Pheasant buffalo dip. And Sister's sliders with her kale and green beans.
So we made the pumpkin sliders. It's the we didn't use Pheasant burger this time. It was regular hamburger, the grass-fed hamburger with the organic pumpkin puree. I know, right? Oh, the honey. We gotta get the honey out because you're supposed to drizzle honey on top of it. Oh, we didn't heat it up.
Can I
Never
try
mind.
chip?
No, yeah. And then yeah, I forget what else. Oh, onions. And then the kale chips. But anyway, alright, we'll go over all that. Go ahead.
Dig in.